name's Lily Money, and I'm giving my persuasive speech over stop texting and driving. About a week ago, I was driving down the road, and I decided I was going to try to open a new CD that I'd gotten. And so it was a pretty straight part of the road. I decided that I could look down for a couple of seconds to take the plastic off. So I looked down, and I feel my car hit some gravel. So I look up, and I'm slowly veering off the side of the road. So I think to myself, should I jerk my car back up on the road and risk the chance of flipping it or hitting oncoming traffic, or should I just slowly veer myself back up on the road? So I decided to slowly veer myself back up on the road, but there was one problem. There was a mailbox in the way. So I ended up hitting the mailbox, knocking a huge dent in the side of my car, knocking my mirror off, and damaging the mailbox. So that $5 CD turned into about a $105 CD. So imagine how much damage I could have done if I was looking down long enough to read a text message or looking down long enough to send a text message. Now you think, oh, texting and driving probably isn't that big of a deal. Not very many people do it. But the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration found that at any time, 6% of drivers are on their phone, either texting, reading a text, or actually just talking on the phone. The AAA Foundation surveyed a group of people, and 2/3 of the people they talked to admitted to talking on the phone. 1 in 7 admitted to texting on the phone. That's quite a bit of people. The Students Against Destructive Driving said 73% of teen drivers admit to texting. Now, teens just started driving, so they shouldn't be texting anyways. But you think, looking down for a couple seconds to send a text isn't that dangerous. Well, I found out in my situation that it was, because it caused a lot of damage. But everybody close your eyes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now open them. In that amount of time, if you were driving 55 miles an hour, you would have traveled the length of a football field. 5 seconds is about the average time it takes to send a text message. So that's a lot of distance you cover just looking down to send a text message. You could miss a curve, you could miss a turn, or you could hit oncoming traffic. Texting creates a crash risk of 23 times worse than if you weren't texting. Doing anything with your phone, picking it up out of the floorboard, answering it, looking down to read a text, read an email, send a text, increases your crash risk by 3 times. So that's a lot of damage texting can do. It can cause you a lot of damage to your car, a lot of damage to your life, or it can eventually kill you. I found a lot of statistics to help convince people not to text and drive. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration found that 18% of all fatal crashes were due to distracted driving. 11% of drivers, 18 to 20, admitted to being distracted when they were people who were in crashes and they survived, and 11% of them admitted to being distracted, and that was the reason they had the crash. The U.S. Department of Transportation found that out of 40,000 auto fatalities, 6,000 of those were the result of distracted driving. That's about 1/6 of every auto fatality. So that's a lot. There's also laws to deal with the law is actually another reason you shouldn't text and drive. There's not a national ban on texting and driving, but some states have created laws that ban you from using your phone or texting and driving. In Arkansas, no, it's against the law for anyone to text, and it's a primary offense, so an officer can pull you over for texting. Your fines can be up to $100. If you are under 18, it is illegal for you to even be on your phone. You're not even allowed to call someone. If you're anywhere from 18 to 20, you can use a hands-free device. And over 20, you can actually use your phone up to your ear, but you still can't text. If you're in a school or work zone, no one is allowed to use their phone. You're not allowed to be on it at all. So you're asking yourself, what can you do to help prevent all these texting and driving crashes? Number 1, stop texting and driving. By stopping texting and driving, you're stopping yourself from getting in a crash, and you're keeping others safe from yourself. You can encourage other teenagers and people who are starting to drive not to text and drive by giving them the statistics. You can set an example yourself by not texting and driving to help others not text and drive.